What's going on? I really need some music. But if you play music, you'll get like copyright flagged or something. It's piss poor. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Can I play my friend's stuff? Like, how does that work? I don't even know how it works. I'm scared to play stuff because I don't know how it works. How that was like hurting my arm. I'm gonna wait for y'all to pile in here. What's going on? Top chat. I like to see like the new, like everything. Hey, the DMV is checking in. I fuck with the DMV. I absolutely love the DMV. Okay. I love y'all. Like, without question, the DMV is forever in my corazon. All right. You're from my state. You're from New York. But where in New York? I mean, I guess the state matters, but I too kind of be excited when I find out people are from New York, but I'd be really excited when I find out people are from New York City. That's when it'd be like, hey, what's up? What bodega by you? Queens, okay. I lived in Cambria Heights, and I hated it. But now, like knowing what I know now, I would have completely appreciated it more because it was just too quiet for me at the time. But that's really just the problem. And it was far from my school. What's new? How have I been? I've been great. That's why I'm waiting for everybody to pile in. You know, we just doing a little update. I want to see how y'all are doing. I know y'all want to see how I'm doing. So we gotta like check in with the check in and do what we do, how we do it, and that's that. This storm, I know it looks a little gloomy in the back. It's not as dark as it looks in the camera. However, it is still pretty dark. Ow, it's that light that's throwing me off. I love you too. So yeah, no, it's like we're getting the side effects of a tropical storm. It's hitting like New York really bad. That's why y'all see people going in the train station, which is disgusting as hell. It's so nasty. New York is so dirty and it smells so bad. Like I didn't even realize how bad it smelled until I moved out of there. But it stinks there. And people are in New York right now because the rain has like risen above the turnstiles damn near. And people are going through that to get on the damn train. That's probably going to be delayed because of the same water. Ugh, not me. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Not at all. Cleveland, Ohio. What's going on? Yo, the last episode of Force 48 that I watched was in Cleveland, Ohio. That was before I came with my mom 4 years ago. It really touched my spirit, and I couldn't watch that show anymore after that. But prior to that, I used to love it. I look cute. I look normal. I got no makeup on. I've been cleaning all day. I just been chilling. So thank you for the compliment, but I think that I look. It's a chopped cheese sandwich. Is a chopped cheese sandwich really that good? Hell yeah, a chopped cheese sandwich is really that good. It's just a chopped up hamburger with cheese. And then you can like add like your toppings in it. And it's really good. It's really good. East side of Cleveland. Okay. Hey, y'all been really subscribing and I really appreciate that. Make sure that you guys keep telling a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to then tell another friend to then tell another friend to then tell another friend. And because we going up and it's not a game. It's not a game. You know, y'all are like regular people to me, like how I think I am to you guys. So like when y'all be like overexcited and stuff, they be like, oh my God, she responded back to me. I just be like, what was I supposed to do? If I got time, you're gonna get a response, whether it's positive or negative. I'm not one of those people who just like respond to negative comments. I like to have dialogue. I have a master's degree, okay? I really enjoy like challenging my brain. I really enjoy learning new things. I really enjoy having different types of conversations outside of my own perspective. However, what I don't enjoy and what I don't respect are underhanded comments. I don't expect passive aggressiveness. I don't respect what's on my respect? I don't respect people that are like disrespectful. Like we can have separate opinions. I'm okay with that. I love that. I love to like learn like, oh, why do you think this way? Why do you think this way? I really like that. However, I just don't like when people like start off with an insult and try to end off with a compliment. Don't do that to me. I don't like that. You don't have to sugarcoat it for me. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. And people will try to say you in your feelings because of it, and they'll be like, no, I'm not in my feelings. I'm just checking some disrespect. You teach people how to treat you, and a lot of people don't be wanting to learn how to treat you on per. Okay, I'm looking at the comments again. Oh, you're welcome. I feel like people always tell me, you need to do more lives, you need to do more lives, and I just be like, I don't be knowing what to say, but I guess you guys will like help spark the conversation, and that makes like a lot of sense. Yes, you're so right. Half pint, 8523. You're so right. Nice nasty is a no-go for me. All it is passive aggressiveness. I do not like that. That is like growing older is just something that I've realized. I do not like that at all. Like I don't, because these types of people will like be mad at you and be building resentment and literally make you try to convince you that nothing is wrong, but everything you're seeing is like a red flag. It's like something is wrong, and they will be like nothing is wrong, but they will be acting and reacting like something is wrong. Can't do it. I can't do it. You're oh no. The oldest. When's y'all birthdays? I'm one of those. My last video with Lambo and Tip was hilarious. Thank you. Practice makes perfect. You guys really like season 1, and I did it all by myself. And I did it all by myself because people's schedules were all over the place. Nobody had time for me. So I was like, you know what? Or I'm lying. No, I'm not lying. I'm just not telling the full truth. I did not like people, it wasn't that they didn't have time for me. They weren't on time. And I was like paying somebody to like film. So I was like, yeah, we just need to start earlier. And that's what that was. May 21st. Okay. So you're a Gemini, Virgos. Virgo woman, I absolutely adore you. Virgo men. I had to take a silence for Virgo men. I will never in my life, ever in my life. And I'm a daddy's girl, and my dad is a Virgo. Never in my life. You guys are a different type of y'all are like Joe off of the show You. I'm okay. I am completely okay. But y'all work ethic, I've never in my life. Well, actually, the only other sign that I've seen come close to working as hard as a Virgo is a Capricorn. That's it. Like, and I'm not talking about person to person. I'm talking about just general signs. Like you guys in an entire capacity, y'all move different. Virgos, y'all work ethic is unmatched. Okay, and then Capricorns are like right there in a close second, because Capricorns don't be playing about their coin either. Okay, who else we got? May 21st, Virgos. I mean, not Virgos, Geminis. I like Geminis as friends. I'll never date one, but I definitely like Geminis as friends. November 2nd. Listen, growing up, I never got along with Scorpios for the most part. My cousin, I had 2 guy cousins that were Scorpios, and they were like the only men that I like that were Scorpios, but we used to fight a lot. I never got along with women Scorpios growing up. And then I got older, and women Scorpios either we're really cool. Me and Scorpios, it's like we're really great, or we're not, or we don't love fuck with each other at all. And that's still my relationship with Scorpios. I either absolutely love them. If there's a Scorpio in my life, I love them. I'm like, oh my God, you're the best. But when it's like I don't fuck with them, I don't fuck with them at all. It's no gray area. But Scorpios are dark. They bring out dark shit. I guess that's cool. Let's see. July 26th, Leos. I love Leos. Y'all don't like people that y'all love being mad at y'all. My best friend from college is a Leo, and she's literally like a freaking baby. Like, if we don't talk for a little while, she thinks we have problems. She thinks we have beef. Just be like, no, I still love you, but I just be having things to do. But she absolutely is like my best friend / girlfriend / child / all the shit that white people do that like mixes together. Okay, we got Cancers. Love Cancers. I lost my virginity to a Cancer. You guys are great. I get along with Cancers very well. I actually don't know a Cancer that I don't like or I'm not cool with. I absolutely love Cancers. You guys are just, people say y'all are emotional, but I think y'all are emotionally in tune. That's really what it is. Like, you guys are like, no, I don't like to feel this way, so I'm going to let you know how I feel, and you're going to accept what the fuck it is, whether that's killing somebody or just expressing your emotions. Depends on the Cancer. But I love you guys. Aquarius gang. Yeah, got some good sex. Okay, next. Gotta move on. March 8th, Pisces. Listen, Pisces really are wolves in sheep's clothing. You guys portray a completely different thing than who y'all actually are. People that actually get to know you guys on an intimate, personal level, it's a completely different experience than who you guys portray to the public. But y'all are sweetheart. My son is a Pisces. And again, he'll be out and like, now he wants me to call him Triple H. Bryson wants me to call him Triple H, y'all. That's what he's like. My name is Triple H. And now he's into John Cena. You can't see me. And that's the personality that he's portraying to the world right now. But he gets on the phone with me and be like, Mommy, why are you ignoring me? I don't understand. So, like, y'all are just different. You know, I've done this with the Pisces. Y'all are super passionate. And I love that. I really love that. But yeah, that's a Pisces for you. And I can only talk of signs that I've like experienced, whether it's in a friend or intimate level. Sagittariuses. I've had friends that were Sagittariuses. I've never dated one or never been involved with one. But Sagittariuses are y'all like silently resentful of people. Y'all are like a selfish sign. So like y'all move without communication. If y'all get a hunch or y'all feel a way, I guess one can call it intuitive, then y'all will be like, I'm just moving this way because this must be how they feel. However, in an unhealed place, that's super dangerous because y'all be like wrong as fuck. But in a healed place, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. What signs turns you on? What signs turns me on? Damn. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I've probably had like my best like sexual encounters with, let me think about this. It's like neck and neck. And not sexual experiences, just sexual encounters, like feeling, being into it. But it's between an Aquarius and a Virgo. However, nobody has given me a better experience than a Scorpio. However, Pisces are some passionate ass motherfuckers. However, Libras like to look you in the eye and they beautiful and they want you to be beautiful. I'm a Taurus, and Libras and Tauruses are both ruled by planet Venus. So we both experience and love the beauty of life. So like that sexual chemistry right there is, look, I done had some fun in life. Okay. I'm liking these questions. I've never like encountered another Taurus. I've never had sex with another Taurus. I tried to talk to another Taurus once and we're still like cool to this day, but we've never like, he just didn't text me and I just didn't text him. That's literally just what it was, but we were cool. Okay. Change the alarm batteries. When I moved in here, they were like that. So like, it's just one of those things that I have to write down for them to change because I didn't ask for these like batteries that are out of stock. And yeah, it's annoying to me too. Imagine trying to sleep through that. Actually, I don't have a problem, but sometimes it wakes me up. Anyways, Let me see. Who else? March 1st. Shout out to my Pisces. My son is a Pisces. I love how much you guys are dreamers. Y'all are like so romantic because y'all are dreamers. Tapping into the romance is the hard part. However, you guys are very romantic. My dad is an older Virgo. I just can't with Virgos. Y'all just do not. Y'all all need to just be on your own planet and just go somewhere. The men, specifically. Like, it's just like I remember one time I told my dad, I will never forget this. I was like 10 or 11 years old. And 9 or 10 years old, excuse me. And I told my dad, I was like, Dad, this is not right. Look, I found it in the encyclopedia. And I went to the encyclopedia and showed this man, and he looked at me dead in my eye and said, a man wrote that. Anyways. And from that point, that's been my experience with Virgo, man. I just can't. Let me see. Capricorns. My mom's a Capricorn. My dad's a Virgo. They both have 2 Aquarius, 2 Aries, and 2 Taurus. And then my mom has an adopted son who is just, I consider him a brother. Like he came from her vagina. He's a Taurus. And then my dad got remarried, and now he has 2 boys. One is a Capricorn, one is a Virgo. And I'm the eldest of 9 kids. So yeah. If you don't believe in signs, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, don't let it like run your life. Don't let it like do what it needs to do for your life and dictate how you're going to act and what you're going to feel and etc. However, astrology is real. Numerology is real. Stars are real. And if you see it, you see it. And if you don't, you don't. And my dad was a Gemini. Y'all, these damn, it sounds like, it sounds like the box. It's pissing me off because I literally came here to this. Why would y'all not give me fully charged fire alarm batteries? Because what happens if a fire starts? I'm not going to hear it. I just don't like that. Okay. Shout out to all my Tauruses because we gang, okay? See, Tauruses, we are probably like, we're the most understanding sign. I've encountered just about every sign in some kind of way. And who's another sign that I've encountered that's really understanding? Cancers are really understanding. You just can't talk to Cancers any kind of way. Same thing with Tauruses, but like Cancers are like more like, nah, we ain't doing that. But I want to say Aquarius is because they just be so up in the air, but I don't know how they be feeling, so I can't really say that. But Tauruses, Cancers, like we're like, okay, it just is what it is. All right, why do you feel that way? How is that making you feel? Like, how did we get here? We're always trying to figure out what the problem is from what the problem was. And that's like a different type of ordeal, you know? I need to get my hair done. It's about time. My new growth be coming in so fast. Leos, like I talked about Leos earlier very briefly. Y'all just don't like people y'all love being mad at y'all, but y'all will always feel the need to assert y'all dominance in most situations. And it depends on a person thing. So like if you're a passive person, you're going to find a way to assert your dominance passively. If you're passive aggressive, you're going to find a way to assert your dominance passive aggressively. If you're aggressive, you're going to find a way to assert it aggressively. But Leos do not like people that they love mad at them. They do not. Oh my God. That shit will fucking blow their minds until they absolutely stomach it and get over it. When they get over it, it's clipped. Oh, daily horoscopes? Yeah, okay, yeah. Daily horoscopes are really not my thing either. And when I used to read daily horoscopes, I started reading them at the end of the day to see if that's what happened to me, rather than reading it at the beginning of the day to see if that's what was going to happen, if that makes sense. Sagittarius is running. I bet y'all do. Y'all are crazy. Okay, look. So y'all think I could call my complex? Because like I feel like this is multiple alarms that's going off because I don't like this sound. And I gotta live with it all the time. And every time I like try to do something, I hear that shit. And it's just like I'm tired of hearing it. I'm not even gonna hold you. I want to play some music. And there you go again. And it plays like every like 10 seconds. Do I believe in true love? I am a hopeless romantic. So yes, I do. But I believe that you can have multiple true loves. I believe that you can like, you don't have to just have one true love. You can experience a true love with somebody and experience it with somebody else in a completely different manner. And like, as I go through my spiritual journey and as I like grow and understand more about me and just like how I love, how I like, how I process, how I cry, everything down to the core, and like ridding my traumas and working through that, I genuinely think that you will just attract love on the vibration that you are. So whatever you don't like about somebody else, you literally don't like about yourself. Probably because you either are it or you've always wanted or longed that from somebody. So for sure. Take the batteries out until I buy some new ones. Y'all, I got high ceilings. Look. And where is it? I gotta get up there. But there's like 4 of these in my house. There's like 4 of these in my house. That's not that's not a smoke detector, it's a lonely detector. Oh, okay. Lonely is not bad. So being lonely is not necessarily the worst thing. Let me see. I am looking at Taurus be on some bullshit. Taurus women, very caring. Men, straight assholes. Men are more nonchalant. I think Taurus men are more like Scorpio men. Scorpio men are the meanest signs I've ever encountered in my life. Like they are so like, it takes me as a Taurus a while to like get cutthroat or like not care about shit. Scorpio men, they got us beat by far. By far. They are some of the coldest signs I've ever encountered, ever. They'd be on something like, okay, just get over it. What's next? And no. I mean, I guess, but I just feel like, well, I don't want to do that and a fire starts. So like, I would rather the battery like be dying and I'd rather the battery be dying and it's like, at least it will let me know if a fire is starting. But because y'all have made me so blood clot aware of the noise, I can't unhear it. It was bothering me minutely before, and now it's like, okay. Yeah, okay. So I won't say that I was stressed, but I was. I think that when people are in their home, they should be comfortable in their space. Excuse me, they should be comfortable in their space. They should be comfortable where they live, how they move. They should not have any type of tension in their home because your home is supposed to be your safe haven. Your home is supposed to be where you relax, relate, release, and reflect. And I'm sure neither of us were doing that. So, and because I was in his space, I just needed to go. And that's just what it was. And I think, and I pray that now it's a equal tranquility thing going on. Ooh, your mom is May 12th and your dad is May 14th. What sign are you? I'm intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued. 2 Taurus as parents? That sounds lit. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm just intrigued to see what the other sign is. Because, yeah, I'm intrigued. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys really fast. I am trying, right? my body, and I'm still trying to diagnose if this is like stress or a spiritual awakening and my mind elevating, or me just like growing up. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. My body does not really crave food anymore, right? So I have to force myself to drink like a smoothie to get some type of nutrients, and then force myself to eat something. But I get random cravings for food. Like it'll be random, and I have to get what I what I want to eat at that moment. But it'll just be random. Like earlier, I made myself rice, jerk shrimp, and spinach. And I was just like, yeah, I wanted that. That was good. That, like, I enjoyed that meal. But most of the time I don't be wanting stuff. So I force myself to like eat a salad or fruit or something throughout the day. And in the morning and in the evening, I'll eat a salad and or a smoothie. So I am like dropping and shedding weight, like arriba, arriba, underlay, mama, iya, oh. No, it's really going crazy. But I don't be knowing. I need like more salad recipes. I don't really crave like meat for real. Like I love lamb chops. I'm not craving it anymore. I love crab legs, and I rarely crave crab legs. It's been almost a month and a half since I've eaten crab legs, and I've absolutely loved it. But I be liking like snapper and cod and like making real fish, and my body is forcing me into this healthier lifestyle. I don't know if I'm ready for. I had to have a moment of silence for all of my good eats, because it's just like, I mean, I know that you can eat great at like in as a vegetarian, because I don't think I'll ever be vegan, but as a vegetarian or a pescatarian, it's just like leaving all of that behind. I miss it. And going through the spiritual awakening that I've been going through, literally everything in my life that I've been used to and have wanted and have loved, I don't connect with anymore. I don't connect with it. People, places, things, music. I all of it is different. And nobody talks about that in healing. I just need to take a second. Hold on. Whew. Okay. Sounds like stress. No, it's not stress. I genuinely don't think it's stress, because stress has been different for me than other people. But I don't think it's stress. I really don't. I've been going through a spiritual awakening over the past, like, really since January, but at a slow start in January. But like in April, it hit me hard, and everything in my life has changed. It's a whole new season, a whole new plot, a whole new set of characters, a whole like, and I'm like, what? How did I get here? When did I get here? My skin is doing different stuff. My hair is long as shit, and this is weave, but I mean my hair, like, it's healthy. Like, I'm about to start locks. Like y'all. It's crazy. I'm sorry. Shout out to Trinidad and Tobago. The man I lost my virginity to, he was from Cook Reed, Trinidad. I always be telling people that. It's like, oh, it's a fact. Anytime people say that, I'm like, oh, I dated somebody from Trinidad. He was my first boyfriend. Changed my life. Working out will help with my appetite. It does in a way, but it just makes me want like smoothies and like healthy shit. It's just like people that are already healthy and already on this journey, this is really who I need to answer. Like, is that what is supposed to happen? Like, I realize, like, my working out journey, I'm not your person that's a hard worker outer, I guess. I'm not trying to do all of that and all of that. I do stuff in my house. I walk, I run, I jog, I bike, and I dance. And I'm not, I had to figure out what was for me. So that's what I do the most. And I just want to know if my body is supposed to like be like, okay, we don't want what we used to want. I don't know. No. Why do I have to be high to be talking real shit? I don't understand. How am I from BK and my parents in Cali? My parents are not in Cali. I'm from New York. I have my mother and most of my sisters are in New York. And then my dad and his new family, which is still my family, they live in Seattle, Washington. That's just what that is. Hold on. I need to see where you're from. What am I sipping? I am sipping, what is this? Sauvignon Blanc from Chile. It was made in 2019. I do not drink hard liquor anymore. It's been almost 6 months, guys, since I have drunk hard liquor, and I feel really good about it. I never thought that I would step away from it, but I absolutely love the fact that I was able to, because it just wasn't serving me and it was making me very angry and bringing out shit that I hadn't dealt with yet, that I wasn't ready to deal with, and it was pushing me in that situation, which was destroying relationships and all of that other type of stuff. So yeah. But majority of my sisters had locks. My mom has locks. I had locks when I was in high school for a little while, and I took them out. I literally combed them out of my head as soon as they locked. I wasn't ready for it because at the time, I felt like you couldn't change your hair enough for me to be like, oh, I like this, and this is what I want to do with my hair. Let me see. Sounds like I'm finding my purpose. Your purpose in life is to get back to who you were before this human experience, if that makes sense. I realize that a lot of people will not understand what I'll be talking about, so I'll just be quiet about what I'll be talking about unless people ask. So you are high, keep sipping. Why are you so worried about if I'm high or not? I'm elevated, baby. I stay elevated. But I am sipping. Rachel, chill. Who's Rachel? Shout out to Houston. I love Texas. I've actually been to Houston once, and I went to the sushi bar. And in the sushi bar, I don't remember what it was, but I don't remember what the name of the restaurant was. But you can only buy this drink with 2 people. You cannot buy it by yourself. But it's just like a wind down. So let me go ahead and move you guys over here. Hold on. So if you haven't noticed already, yes, I moved into my own spot, which is great. I'm not a person that likes to. I don't be liking people to know where I live and what I drive. That's my boundary of privacy. However, hold on 1 second. I'll let you guys know because y'all been in the circle of transparency. Damn, my eyebrows is that bushy. Shit, that's a problem. I don't remember the last time I got my shits done, and it's wow. So disappointed in myself. Genuinely. Good God. All right. Okay, so what made me move to Atlanta? College. So, let me show you guys really fast. I'm gonna pull the picture up. My aunt graduated from Clark Atlanta University in like the early 2000s. And around that time, hold on, I'm looking for the picture as I'm talking to you. Around that time, I went out there to visit her and went to, like show love as a kid. I took a picture on the steps of the college I wound up going to. Literally, took a picture on the steps of the college I wound up going to. Didn't even know that I would be going there like 12 years, 13 years later. And Clark Atlanta is what made me move to Atlanta. And when I moved to Atlanta, I had a boyfriend and everything. And I did a year at a community college in New York, LaGuardia Community College. And I was like, I just can't stay here. There's just nothing here for me. And I always go through these periods of my life. They're usually really significant periods, similar to the one that I recently went through, or I'm still going through, where everything is uncomfortable, but it's forcing me out of what I'm used to push me into what is best for me. moving forward. And I cry a lot during those periods. I'm like scared. I don't know what the hell is going to go on. But I knew that I needed to get out of New York. And I applied to, my GPA was a 3.98 out of community college over my first semester. And I was able to apply to all these colleges. I would have applied to Harvard, but they wanted 10 recommendation letters. And I was like, no, I don't want to talk to that many people. However, I applied to all the schools that I wanted to go to. And I didn't get into Howard because they needed a math class and I didn't take one my freshman year. A whole bunch of BS. But CAU stuck out to me. Benedict College, South Carolina State University. Those were like my top. And my Virginia Union and Florida Memorial. I love those schools based off of what I saw. And I was just like, my aunt went to Clark Atlanta. It was just calling me. The weekend before I was supposed to leave, me and my mom couldn't figure out financing. And she seemed really uneasy about getting a Parent Plus loan. And I completely bailed. I was like, I'm not going to CAU because I don't want you to be stressing about it, etc. And we wound up getting approved for the loan and I was able to go. And I've been in Atlanta for the last 10 years. And moving into I'm not going to get emotional. But moving into my first place by myself in the last 10 years, and I'm in my late 20s. I've had roommates. My name has been the primary person on the lease before. I've lived with family. I've lived with friends. I've never had my own. I come from a family of like so many people. I'm the eldest of 6 girls that my mom and my dad have had living in the same home as me growing up. And I've never had my own. And I've always been so scared to like do my own thing. Always. It's always kept me in like the weirdest situations. And like, I've just been so terrified. It didn't matter how much I saved up. It didn't matter how much I thought I was never ready to take that leap. I always had to lean on somebody else to like help me live. And being in Atlanta, August makes 10 years that I've been here. Is the first time that I've ever been able to unpack everything that I've had. This is the first time in my life that I've ever been able to cry and feel safe, to cry, to grow, to create, to live, to talk to myself, to talk to God, to talk to my spirit guides, to talk to my ancestors, to create and have an altar in my house. I have an altar in my house. And my spirit, I can't even like really like, I'm figuring out like what I like now. And I'm figuring out like what is good for me, but my boundaries are more firm than they've ever been. And I mean with everybody. I had a conversation with one of my grandmothers lately and she was projecting something onto me. And I said, no, ma'am, I don't accept that and I don't receive what you're saying. I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't raise my voice. She's Caribbean. So, you got to be careful with that. But I wasn't disrespectful. I didn't raise my voice. I was just like, no, this isn't that. And I don't accept or receive what you're saying because this is how I choose to run my life. Thank you. And after a few moments, she was like, what a woman. And then she got really excited. But it was literally like the things that I have been through. I can use the last 5 years of my life I've been like in a trance. The last 8 years of my life, I've really been in a trance and snapping out of it and looking back and being like, damn, that's how I was living. That's how I was living. Dead ass. That's how the fuck I was living. I was out here raw dogging life. Just vibes. So it feels good to like get out of that shit. It really does. Okay, let me look back at your stuff. You guys, yes, I'm single. I love Cancers. I absolutely do. My boyfriend was from New York when I went to Atlanta. Yes, it was I always catch, wow, numerology, guys, just look into it. My boyfriend was from New York when I moved to Atlanta, yes. And everybody told me that it wouldn't work out. And I was like, no, it would. Yes, it would. You guys are haters. And 10 years later, I see exactly what it meant. Family members, yeah, they're the hardest people to respect boundaries. Your family, excuse me, especially in the Black family, we're taught that's your family. That's all we're taught. Is that's your family. And that's what it is. And that's how it's supposed to be. And that's how it will be. And you accept it and you deal with it and you do what you need to do with your family. And that's really not healthy because family members be toxic and you be toxic to family members. And sometimes y'all need to separate and allow each other to grow and come back together. And that's one period. But yeah, I've always had a knack for interior design. And hold on, let me close my bedroom door. I don't want you guys to see inside my room. But I will show you my living room. My living room is absolutely my safe haven. Okay, that's that. You saw that Patty in the bag. But I've never had this much space. Like, I've been living here for like 3 weeks. Well, my moving day was like 3 weeks ago. And I cry every single freaking day. And it's not always sad stuff. I do a lot of shadow work. I do a lot of journaling. I talk to my inner child. This has forced me to be alone with myself and genuinely fuck with Takaya. Y'all say TK Takaya. It has genuinely forced me to fuck with myself and look at myself in the mirror and notice and be like, this is how you were freaking toxic. This is what you need to change. No, stop making excuses. Stop feeling bad for yourself. Stop wanting attention. Give it to yourself. Stop seeking validation. Do it for your freaking self and do what the fuck you need to do for you. And that's literally where I'm at in life. I'm so obsessed with my healing journey. And most people, they're like scared of all the bad shit. I look forward to it. It's like a violent sandstorm that's like, keep going through this shit though. I can't see shit. My eyes swollen because of the sand. My skin has pellets on it because of how hard it's hit me. Everything hurts, but I'm continuing to go. And I am like just looking back on my life, I've been through so many more terrible freaking situations. In New York City, I spent my 16th birthday on a freaking park bench. I used to sleep on a park bench in Brooklyn, New York, because my dad didn't have a place to live. And that's who my mom, she had kicked me out and I was supposed to go live with my father. And I didn't have a fucking place to live. And I was sleeping on a park bench. Dog, I was sleeping in a fucking car with my kid. I never thought in my life, y'all, I never thought in my life that I would ever have the confidence or the strength or the capacity or the financials to be able to do something on my own. Ever. And this shit be like every day waking up in my own space. This is like, I am forced to deal with me. And I've been the last 2 months, I've been so alone in the company of other people, which is an even worse feeling than what it was that I am going through now. But it hurts. It hurts so bad. Healing is so painful. People do not talk about that, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And I realized that I am the person that's chosen in my family to break those generational curses. My entire life story, people always tell me to write a book. People that have known me from when I was younger, they always tell me to write a book on my life story. But what I've gone through since I was a child and experience from then to now, I am so full of gratitude. I'm so full of gratitude. I don't wish bad on nobody. If you did bad to me, and it just is what it is. Like that shit, that was a lesson that was meant for me, that was meant for you, and in different ways. And I can't make you see it. I realize you can't love somebody into loving you. I realize you can't shove respect down somebody's freaking throat. You got to love yourself first, and everything else will fucking follow. And that's what it is. When you love yourself, you exude and attract people that also love themselves. And not saying that you won't attract people that don't love themselves. However, you'll be able to spot it at an instant and be able to direct yourself in a different direction. And that shit right there. And I just know it gets better because I look at every aspect of my life, every phase of my life where I felt like I was at the worst. I tried to kill myself over like 10 times. Really like 15. But I've tried to kill myself so many times in my life. It never has worked. You know how embarrassing it is to feel at fucking suicide? Jesus. You got to deal with that anxiety on top of trying to want to die. Like, it's crazy. But I've made it past all of that. And when I look at myself now, it's just like, fuck whoever fucked me over. It is what it is. I had to be made this way to be exactly who I am in this exact moment. There's nothing else that I could have done to change it because the universe tried to teach me in so many different ways that I was not supposed to be going down this path, and I chose it. So they had to teach me in a hard fucking way. And now we're here. And it is what it is. And I was just like, I look at myself and I'm like, baby girl, you gonna sink or swim. And I'm definitely never going to fucking sink. The water might get in my nose. I might. I can't. But baby, eventually I'm gonna float. Because I can't swim. Eventually I'm gonna float. And that's just what it is. And that's where I'm at in life. And it's lonely here, but I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like me. I like myself. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm a good person. Getting to know me. A lot of people get to know themselves. And like, I fucking hate you. And it's just like, no. You just needed to be protected. I just needed to be nurtured. And that was younger me that has always been reacting to people. That was traumatized me. But I just needed to just see my greatness in myself and see who I am and where I'm at, and be honest with me, and like, not, no matter what it is. People always have viewed me as this confident and strong and stern being. And so that's great. However, there's so many times where people have viewed me that way, and I haven't been that way. If you're confused, you can ask a question. You don't have to say you're confused, because I will answer any question you have. Well, most of the questions that you have. But yeah, it's like the more that you grow, the more you just realize like it's about you. It's about you. You're the main character of your story. And that's on that. And that's on period. And look, there's 111 people tuned in right now. When I looked at the screen and your numbers, numerology. Okay. But being alone is something that a lot of people are scared of. And it's something that, shit, I was born in a big family. Like, I never thought I would be alone. I was taught that your sisters are your family. You don't need friends. You have sisters. And they were the very people that I fell out with. And I've been separated over the past 2 years, been separated from everything and everyone and every pattern and every thought and every being and every feeling and every essence that I've known, and ripped away from that shit to be where I am now. And I still get anxiety sometimes. I wake up in this motherfucker and I be like, how did you do this? How did you do this? I did it. Oh, Caitlin. No, I'm not dating anybody. You got to look it back at my old stuff. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I don't want him to feel any more kind of way than what I've made him feel by my last live. And though I was speaking my truth and I don't apologize for it, I'm pretty much past it. So it's just not something that I want to continue to speak about. But we did break up, if that's the answer to your question. Anyways, and thank you guys for all of y'all love. Always. I had put this on one of my other videos. I saw 2 guys on Palms the other day because I'd be walking around here. And I was looking for something though, and they stopped traffic and they were like, yo, TK. And they literally stopped traffic. And I ran up to them and we took hella selfies. And y'all, if y'all see me in public, do that shit. Fuck shit you talking about. Do that shit. Do that shit. Do it. And I'm here for it. As long as I'm like, if I'm with my kid, it's a hit or miss. I'm not going to hold you because Bryson is a different type of child. And he just be doing a lot sometimes. So I got to move off him when I'm with him sometimes. But other times, like if you see me out, just being like normal. Like just try not to be like weird about it, I guess. Yeah, try not to be weird about it. And you can get a picture or whatever it is that you want and whatever it is that you want to receive. I don't like this light in my thing. Okay, we'll come right here. Yeah, this is great. Oh, my back. All right, I'm looking at you guys' stuff. You like the lighting? Thank you. My aura is like blue and purple, and purple has always been my favorite color. And I've always said when I get stuff, I want my stuff to be purple. My couch is purple. My lights are purple. My bed sheets are purple. Paintings, purple, bluish. Purple and teal are my favorite colors. How old am I? Your mama never told you not to ask a woman her age. I'm in my late 20s. If you follow me on social media, though, you probably know. Okay, yeah, okay. So, like, I've been saying this. Like, okay, I'll tell him that he did me dirty, but I don't want you guys to feel like what happened with my breakup was like it was a dirty thing. No, it was Takaya. I didn't love myself enough. He is traumatized from life as a Black man, and we are in separate spaces. I was the first of his experience and vice versa. And it's a lot when you don't have nothing to go off. You don't have no guide to go off of. You don't have nobody to look up to. You don't have shit to be like, this is how I'm supposed to do this. So you're just fucking winging it. And when you wing it, sometimes it's not the right shit. And like, I wish him the best. It's just one of those things where like we just can't exist in the same space right now. I love him genuinely still. I saw him like at his core, who he was. I saw the little boy in him, his inner child that was damaged. I saw all of that. He is not willing to accept and deal with that yet. And when he is, and I don't, whatever capacity that we encounter each other in, it'll be in a healed place. It will be in a healed place. I'm not upset about it. I've been dealing with it way before I even made that live. So we're going on like 3 months here. We're going on like 3 months. So it's okay. It's less of a sensitive subject for me now. However, it is still you guys knew us together and y'all knew, and I'm not talking about a relationship, I'm talking about just as friends, and y'all knew us as a pair. And the way that I handle things and the way that I choose to believe is I don't see a problem with answering a question if it's not harmful. But yeah, my son is still in, thank you guys for changing the subject, but my son is in with my dad on the West Coast for the summer. So he gets back soon and I'll have his room set up. And that's another thing that makes me really excited because I didn't get my own room. I had kind of my own room when I was like 15, 16, but it was my grandmother's house and like it was like no privacy kind of room. Like my stuff wasn't in there. I was just in there. But it feels really good. Like I showed it to him on FaceTime and he was like, oh my goodness, you did this. And he has Avengers curtains and stuff. And he's like, oh yes, I love it, mommy. Thank you so much. He's so grateful. So it makes me feel really good. I love you guys' support. Y'all are like some real motherfuckers. You know, and that's how like I really be knowing that what's for you will attract you. Because the people that I be attracting, and most of the people, like, people will say and do certain things occasionally, but you attract the same people that you are. Like, Donald Trump attracted Donald Trump ass people. And that's what fueled him. Like, people attract people that they're like. And over here, baby, we about healing. We about like assertion. We about divine femininity and divine masculinity. And what that means for the Black man and the Black woman. I'm all Black. Even though I accept and acknowledge and love all other races, I am completely 1,000% Black and comfortable in my Blackness. I'm raising a Black son. I am a single mother and I do the fucking thing. And I absolutely love interacting and dealing with people that are goddesses and gods like me. Like y'all notice that I used to use the word queen, but I kind of like grew out of that because I realized, and this is me going through my spiritual awakening, I'm not the queen. The queen has a lot of responsibilities. People come to the queen for labor. People come to the queen for problems. I am the person that the queen comes to. I am the goddess. I'm the person that the queen needs to relieve her stress, which she's already filtered through and needs to absolutely be on a spiritual level. Baby, I'm a goddess. I've been operating as a queen when I'm a goddess. So y'all will realize that I be calling a lot of y'all gods and goddesses. There's nothing wrong with being a king or a queen, not at all. I just don't want that responsibility. I want the responsibility of being free and being unapologetically myself and inspiring people that way. Should I say how I act, who I am, might offend a lot of fucking people. But if it offends you, you should look at your actions. And that's on per. And that is on per. Okay. I'm ready for y'all to make magic again in the future. Maybe we will. We'll see. We will see. Me, Tiffany, and Lambo got chemistry. Yo, Lambo was, and Tiffany, that's always been my girl. But Lambo is really a star, y'all. Like, y'all don't even understand and realize how much my girl is a star. We just like getting her like structured and like focused. But that girl is she reminds me of myself a lot. She really does. And I know y'all don't see Aisha a lot. She's a makeup artist. Aisha be traveling around the world and it's summertime. So y'all probably see her more in the fall. But stars, they're like younger versions of me and Tip. For real. And I fucking love them. I really do. Because they are so committed to their growth. Like, and like being around all of us, we like help let each other know like it's okay to like be this and still grow from it. Your independence is key to your success. Nobody can take credit. Yeah. I don't think, your independence is key to success. I do agree with that. I think your independence is just key to healing, just in general. Like a lot of people, and this one thing I realized from like all of my past relationships, like I don't want anybody that's like money. Money solves all my problems. Money does this, money, because these are the people that are never dealing with their fucking demons. They're never dealing with their dark side. They are literally using work as a way to overshadow their problems, their traumas, and everything they're experiencing. And I cannot deal with it at all. At all. I can't deal with it. I need somebody who is not afraid to face their darkness. And people will be like okay with going through people that they're intimidated by or spaces that are intimidated by to break those barriers and drop those goals and be through that to get to some money, but don't want to deal with them fucking selves. And I'm like, whoa, I can't deal with it. I can't. I don't want to deal with it. I can't because like a woman like me, right? I'm one of those type of women that you probably will only experience once, if you're very lucky, twice in your lifetime. And it's because my soul, my spirit, my aura is way more elevated than who I actually would be in the present. So it's me catching up to who people portray me as. And I always do, like, I try to do a good job at catching up, but I always, I don't always catch that. Sometimes I drop the ball. Yes, I can cook. And it is a thing that I have realized of I am the catalyst of how people treat me. I can be mad at what they did, and I might be frustrated at how it happened and how they responded. But in the back of my mind, and it's always been, and now it's more strong than ever, that is like, you are the reason that they even feel comfortable doing this. Solved all my issues. Swear to God. Swear to God. Swear to God. I was like, oh, it's my fault. Okay. And not even on no like what is it, narcissistic, like, oh, it's my fault, you should blame me. No, this is me saying, girl, no, you caused the problems that you have in your life based off of you not even understanding who the hell you really are. You've been projecting on the people. You've been angry at motherfuckers for not respecting you when you never respected yourself. They doing this to you because they feel comfortable doing it. That's why it's happening. But I get it now. I get it. I'm a Taurus. Yes, I definitely had a spiritual journey. I don't wear my feelings on my shoulders. I think wearing your feelings on your shoulders is not being like aware of your feelings, if that makes sense. Based off of what I was taught about it when I was younger. But in the more mature way, yes, I do wear my feelings on my shoulders in the aspect of I'm going to let you know how I feel. I'm going to let you know what I don't like. And I'm going to let you know what I do like. The next step to that is actually following through with how people treat you based off of what you're telling them how to treat you. And I'm realizing like it's like two sides to this. It's like you teach people how to treat you, and what you allow will continue. And then the other side is you can't really tell somebody how to love you. You can just like get with it or not. It's two sides to it that I be battling. And I be like, if that's who you are, that's cool. It just doesn't work for me. That's where I'm at now. Where's my picture I made during my birthday time? It's on my Instagram. I still got it. Somebody's gonna paint it for me. You guys gotta stop being so like fresh in the comments. I'm pretty sure I have wives and daughters and cousins and shit that can like see all of this. It's weird. No, for real. But yes, I wanted to go live with you guys to just check in. I am overall I'm in a healing space. I won't say that every day is a good day. But I'm okay. And for the first time in my life, dealing with all I've dealt with and being around and going through all I've gone through, I am okay. I love myself. And That's been the hardest thing. So getting to that, and I'm getting the love of myself, and I'm able to like experience people and what it feels like to love yourself. And I've been going through, my last situation ended only like 2.5 months ago, whatever. But I've been going through this since January because of all the events that have taken place in my life, of this spiritual journey. And every month and every day that went by, I felt like I was uncomfortable. Everything was uncomfortable. Everything was like, you have to shift. What is it? What is that you have to do? Had a spiritual reading that told me that my relationship was not going to work out. And I did not want to fucking hear that shit. And I was like, girl, you're a fucking lie. I didn't even tell my boyfriend because I was like, no, this is not true. Exactly what was supposed to happen is what happened. And if we get back together in the future, beautiful. If we are able to work it out as friends, amazing. But I understand more than now than anything. It's about me. And if I don't love myself, I will attract people that don't love themselves. And when I love myself, if I attract people that don't love themselves, I will be able to spot it and cut it off. And that's where I'm at. Able to see things. I'm ascending higher. I'm moving at a level that I've never even experienced. And me being alone, as uncomfortable as it is, as lonely as it is, as sad as it can be sometimes, I fucking love this shit. I love it. I don't want to go a goddamn place. I want to be in this motherfucker all the time. Doing nothing. Writing. I got a high performance planner for 4 or 5 months, maybe like 3 or 4 months ago. I've never written in it. I use that shit now. Got me on. And I love it for myself. So I just wanted to tap in with you guys. Do you guys have any last minute questions? I'm going to get off here soon. I think I'm hungry. What's my feelings on my shoulder used to mean when you have a quick temper? Let's see. My temper isn't quick. My temper is just bad. So I don't like snap quick. I just snap bad. But I'm a person that reacts to people that I love. People that I don't know can't really get me in that space of like blacking out or being extremely upset. But people that I know and love, and it's, again, my entire personality has been based off trauma until recently. And it is acknowledging and doing what needs to be done in the moment. So like you could practice all day and be like, this is what I'm going to do when this happens. And this is what I'm going to do when this happens. But you have to actually do it in the moment. And I have failed at that so many times. I'll like practice the shit. And then when it's time, when it's the person I love, I'm like, why can't you understand me? And the person can be like, no, we need to do this right now. And I'm like, no, fuck you. I love you. And I don't understand. Right here. Treating me so bad. And it'll be like, girl, no, that was the time to put the practice in play. But it comes from healing. And when you're able to heal and deal with your traumas and cry about it, emotional purging is an amazing fucking thing. So when you cry or yell or scream or whatever it is, journal and through the night, and you wake up in the morning feeling completely lighter, do that shit. I encourage everybody to do it. The first fucking day I moved in here, I cried for 5 hours straight. 5 fucking hours, 4 or 5 hours fucking straight. My eyes were like this in the morning, like fucking bugs. I cried so hard because I could not believe that I've been through as much pain that I had been through in my life and allowed it and have gotten to where the hell I'm gotten. And this is a small step, a part of what the hell this ain't even my final form. So, yeah, okay, let's see. Where do I get my ideas from to create? Everything, just about everything that I laugh at, I write down. I laugh a lot. Just about most of the stuff that I laugh at, I write down. That is how I get my ideas. It doesn't have to be like my experience. It could be something I saw somebody else experience, something I dreamt about, whatever it is, I just write it down. You and Lonnie's chemistry was dope. I hope you'll find a common ground and able to work together again. If it's meant to be, it will be. She is in her base for me. I'm getting back to the things that I love. Y'all, I went to Colombia. And when I went to Colombia, oh my goodness. Guys. I went to Cartagena. My travel experience was terrible, and I'll talk about that in a different video. But I loved it out there. There's a whole Black community. It's called Africa Outside of Africa. It's called Palenque. And I met a beautiful man out there. But we'll talk about that later. We'll see where it goes. But I met a whole Black town full of Black people that were freed from slavery, and they all speak Spanish, but they speak their own different language of Spanish. So Colombians can't necessarily understand them, but they can understand Colombians. And it was so beautiful out there. I love it. Do I like Dragon Ball Super? No, I don't know who that is, so I can't say that I like them or not. But okay, yeah, that Colombia was beautiful. I love it. I'm going to try to do these like once every 2 weeks. So like twice a month. I'm going to try, and then we'll get down to every week. I'm going to do a live. Is that okay with you guys? Y'all work with me, okay? Because being just talking to you guys and not knowing what I'm going to talk about. And I just got on here today and just started like talking. I pray before I like get on any camera. And when I pray, it just helps guide my words and what I'm going to say and my intention. And I speak like fully about what my intention is and how I feel. And yeah, but I moved into my new apartment. It's official. If you guys want to send me some housewarming money, I'm probably not going to have a housewarming because I'm terrified of that much human interaction. But you guys love me, okay? Because I love y'all and y'all get me through so much. I'm putting my Cash App in the what is it called? The comments. So that is what it is. I love you guys so much. I pray that if you're going out, enjoy your Friday night. It's 9:41 where I am. I'm about to go grab some food in a little while. So you guys have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, a beautiful, beautiful Friday, Saturday, and relax and recoup on Sunday. And I will see y'all next week. I'm dropping a video tomorrow between the hours of 12 and 2. Haven't decided what time yet, but between 12 and 2, we're dropping a video tomorrow. So y'all tune in. Love you guys. Knockouts. Bye.